What's up, guys? Welcome back to Chasing Shell. I'm gonna be recording a little bit more. I feel like it's a little bit more personal. I'm also still gonna write, of course, because I love to write. But hi, so today's topic, I actually learned, crazy or not, from my therapist, and something that she really said stuck with me. Which we already know this, right? But you teach people how to treat you and how to love you. I have a tendency, especially with dating, to kind of say things are okay with me when they're not okay. I also say like, oh, I understand, even though I may not understand, but it's for some reason this fear of like them leaving, which I know like they always say like you're the prize or whatever, but it's just this companionship thing that I have with myself, and that's just being the baby syndrome, to be honest. I've always had someone around, so I'm learning a little bit more how to navigate alone. That's why I like to live alone. That's why I kind of do my own thing, and that's why I have my pets, of course. But one thing that I've really learned is that whenever you teach somebody how to love you, you need to be honest with yourself. You need to say, hey, I want this or I want that. I need this to feel fulfilled. Like, for example, with me, like, I like to date. And for some strange reason, like if y'all saw my other post that I wrote about, I said it's the irony of not wanting to be alone, of having a fear of being alone, yet choosing people who don't have time for me. And what I end up doing all the time is talking to people who don't have time for me, and then they're like, oh, it's okay, knowing that it's not okay because I actually want to date. And I think that's the biggest flaw, like one of my biggest flaws, one of my biggest downfalls. And when she told me, she said, you know, you have to be honest with yourself and the other person. When you first step into something, you say, hey, look, I want to date. I'm looking for something to be a relationship. And you know, you say what you want, like I put up before, you set the expectation. Once you do that, and if they can't follow suit, then it is what it is. But you also, if you start talking to somebody and you build that habit, then they're gonna be like, okay, like, why do I have to do this now if I wasn't doing this before? So when you set it from the beginning, then it's easier to kind of like train, and for lack of a better term, like train that person, whether it's a female or a male. You train that person how to treat you. You say, hey, like, this is what I will accept, this is what I won't accept. So definitely take the time to think of that. I know that we are in a generation just like, oh, I want this, I want that, I want love, I want to have a boyfriend, I want to have a girlfriend, just because it's something that we see and we don't want to be alone, which is something that like I really struggle with. But at the end of the day, if you do jump into something, make sure that you are teaching them how to treat you and teaching them how to love you, and also teaching them how you want to be dated. I think that's the best advice that I can give. That's something I'm learning on a regular basis. If y'all have any like advice on this topic, please let me know. Write it below in the comments, because I really think everybody should hear this. So don't forget, teach people how to love you, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.